Well, here's night 3. This is yet another vlog. Unfortunately, today I had dinner to go to. So I did get some pictures down, and I did find some time to put it together inside a little book. So here we are, a little photo album. I don't know if people still do this, but let's take a look. Okay, still has a bit of stuff on it. The first thing we have is, sorry, it's upside down. Okay. The first thing is today's been wild. So as part of our dinner, we had a trip around different places. So the first thing we went to was the salt factory. So you can see right here, that's me right there. I was wearing like a white hazmat suit or something. And then over here you can see that's where they start mining the salt out. It's really weird. Usually mines are underground, but this mine for some reason was above ground. So they found some cave or something that still wasn't fully worked out or fully dug out, and salt was still there for harvesting. That was weird. Yeah, here's when I actually stepped in some salt, and that was pretty bad. I had to get some water to wash that down. Here is my sister accidentally ingesting some salt. That was not good. It's not table salt. So we also went to the gift shop. So this is where they sell different salt products. So here's the salt lick. And over here they also have a, what was that? Oh yeah, that's where they sell different paper certificates using white ink on paper just to make it feel authentic. So white on white's not the best, but that's what they did. The certificates tell you that the salt's authentic. This is another time when we were reflecting on when we went to the Arctic Circle. We got to meet a couple of polar bears. We just high-fived right there. You can see a polar bear walking away because it's disappointed it didn't get to take part in the high five. Here's where they made the paper certificates. So they went to the show us that part of the factory. It was quite cool. I didn't know that you could put so much effort into making paper, but there we go. They have the paper mill. This is the printing press. They use like the old style printing press to actually print the certificates, so that's kind of cool. What else? Oh yeah, this is the light bulb store. So for some reason they got a blackout, so they did not have any electricity. So all the light bulbs were off, including their regular lights on the top. So we ended up just sitting around looking at light bulbs, but not really knowing what they'd look like when they work. It's kind of odd. So that's pretty useless. Let's just skip these pages here because that was just that being weird. What else? What else? Oh yeah. This was the time when we went to the Museum of White Objects. So this is where we had this vase that was made out of paper mache, but that was before it was colored and painted. I also took a picture of the one where they painted it. Oh, it's not here. We've also got a trip to Ikea that we had taken pictures of, but it was just lying around. So I decided to slap that in here as well. So you can see this is the part where they had all those white slabs of different spare pieces of wood. I think this shot was too close to the actual product. It's hard to make that out. Over here, you could take a look at how we... Oh, I think the flash was too high. My ISO is not that good. Oh yeah. Here is where we saw the globe that they used. Usually when they make globes, it's, I think it's printed out flat, cut out into a weird shape, and then they fold it into a ball, and then they seal it up. This is before the printing part happens, so this is right where they start cutting up the parts, or scoring the places where you'd punch out the printed part before they fold the globe together. So that's that bit. And there should be a picture of Ikea Meatballs. No. I was too keen on finishing the meatballs, and I licked the plate clean because it was so good. All you see is that ceramic white plate, unfortunately. What else? What else? Oh, what's that? Ah, it's a receipt. Um, yeah, the rest is boring. Just had some food. I'm Filipino. So of course we have rice. So we have a nice helping of rice on the plate right here. I did not put food on it yet because I just love the way that rice looks like on its own. It just glistens. Look at that. Fresh, steamy rice. What else? Ah, yeah, this is my new stove. I got it. It was brand new. It's all shiny, nice and white. Uh, yeah, no spots, no mess, no dirt on it. There's not even any elements or any of those like swirly things on top yet. So it was brand new. I still need to buy the parts for that. Um, yeah, I don't know where I'm getting these pictures. That's really weird. But this is the Kleenex Factory for some reason. So they had a big assortment of different kinds of Kleenex products you can get. Some of them were like little pocket Kleenexes that has like little plastic on top to stop it from like getting all fluffy and dusty as it moves around in your pocket. But this one is actually raw Kleenex material. So this is before they sort of roll it into one big piece of fabric before they cut it up. So that's what you're looking at right here. And I think I have a picture of someone using a Kleenex for demonstration purposes. You gotta demo everything if you have a factory and you're giving people tours. Oh, that was this one, but the person sneezed, so dust went everywhere. We also did some redecorating today. So, you know the stucco or what they call popcorn ceiling? They had to scrape off the top. A lot of my house is actually like beigey white, so that's why you see a lot of like dust and weird popcorn material floating everywhere. Ah, I also started watching some documentaries on how other things are made. Factories are so interesting. So sometimes you don't get to see inside unless they make a video out of it. So this is the Lego factory. This is when they make the plastics for melting down and molding into the different bricks. So right here you can see where they make the 1x2 bricks, except they haven't colored the plastic yet. It's just melted and being ready to be poured into the molds. So that's that. Odd. I didn't take any other pictures of that. Okay. Well, last but not least, this is me. I got a new t-shirt. You can see it right here. Except it's mostly white. I didn't know why I got it, but I thought it was nice with the red highlights. I think my photographer this time when they took the picture of it, they were too close, so you don't see the sleeves. It's just the white part. And yeah, just the rest of the day. The rest of the day is just me just going around and taking videos and notes and taking ideas down on what I could do to put into this thing. So it's a bit made up, so I won't like make you indulge or like look too much into that because it's kind of boring. And yeah, that's pretty much my day. It's just more of the same. Yeah. Actually, this is pretty much a joke, as you probably would have been able to tell. This is a sketchbook, actually, even though it looks like it should be containing a bunch of pictures, and you could theoretically take 4x6 photos and just stick them on here. But these are actually sketchbooks. This is a sketchbook, and it folds flat, like so. So it's pretty cool. If you want to draw a sketch, you can just get any page out and then just fill up a page. It's not a full letter-sized piece of paper, or if you're from a different part of the world, A4 sized, because I don't tend to fill up a full page. I usually only need a small piece of paper to draw and jot down my ideas. So this book, or these kinds of books, are quite cool. I never actually started using it though, because I wanted to record this gag, which is what this was. So that's that. I do realize that this is becoming less and less of a vlog, and that's because, as mentioned, I really did have something to go to tonight, or earlier this night. So I did not do anything productive except just think about other things that I might work on. One of them is making a 3D printed project on a comedy gun. You might remember a comedy gun video I made on this channel. Something here, you'll see it linked to. You can go back to it if you want. I want something smaller, a small handheld version that's even smaller, discreet, maybe gray or something slightly more realistic. And when you squeeze it, instead of the holster folding open like that, instead something just pops out like a little stick, and then the flag rolls or unfurls and then hangs down with a bang. Plus a little special secret extra for magic tricks. So not gonna give any more away on that because that's going to be an interesting project. But as mentioned, I do want to make a printing project at least once for every different channel I have, so that's going to take less precedence. Instead, I'm probably going to go for a different puzzle as opposed to the twisty one I've been working on, because I'm working on or waiting for hardware to come in, the tiny springs and screws to actually make things more reliable and take up as little space as possible so I can make a really tiny puzzle. And so probably I'm going to try to find something else that doesn't require screws or hardware of that kind. But that's pretty much my night. I'm 22. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Or morning.